What's up, everyone? Chef Dave back with another cooking video, and we are in soup season officially. It's like 45 degrees outside New York City right now. So, today we're going to make a classic actually from my good stock days, which is just kind of a lentil soup. Very simple, very straightforward. You can garnish it kind of however you want, but it just ends up really delicious and simple. It was one of my favorite soups actually when we had the soup shop. So I want to show you how to make it. Again, super easy. Let's get into it. Curl up with a nice bowl of soup today. All right, so we got a pretty big batch of soup here today. We're gonna make a nice big pot. You can make this in half essentially if you want to at home. If you want to make just one bag of lentils, but we're doing 2 bags of lentils. You can do, these are 1 pound bags. You can do gray or green or black lentils. All any of those will work. I don't do this particular recipe with any of the orange or yellow lentils. I think that's a different kind of lentil. Salt, olive oil, pepper, bay leaf, garlic, which we're going to chop. 8 cups or 2 quarts of diced onion, 3 cups of diced celery, and 4 cups of diced carrots. And that's pretty much it. That's all you really need. Let's start cooking and let's get this going. All right, very simply, we're not looking for color on these veg. We're just looking to sweat them out, okay? So we get our pot on over high heat. I'm adding probably about half a cup of olive oil, and we're going to add all our vegetables. Season some of this up. All right, we'll bring it back when this is ready. We're in a good place. This has been about 15 minutes. The vegetables have cooked down nice and tender like. Now we're going to add our lentils. We're going to give that a little stir just to incorporate, and then we're going to add water to cover. All right, we're going to cover this up just like this. We're going to add maybe a little bit more water. Going to let it come to a boil, drop it down to a very low simmer, cover it, and cook it till everything's tender. Oh, and of course we want to drop our bay leaves in there now as well. All right, so we're, as you can see, I actually changed pots out because the other one was just a hair too small, I think. And we are at just about a boil here. Give this a little gentle stir just to make sure nothing is sticking on the bottom. This is a starch after all, but usually this soup doesn't have too much sticking problems, especially at this stage. And then now that we're at a full simmer, we're going to drop this down to low. And we're going to cook this, simmer this gently for about 30 minutes. And then we're going to come check the seasoning, and then probably simmer it for another 15. So this is going to take probably about 45 minutes, this simmering. All right, so here we are at the 45-minute mark. I added just a touch of water before, just to bring it back up to level. And we are in a great place. Now you're going to check the bottom, making sure that it's still not sticking. And you can see, like right there, the starches are starting to come out of the lentils. This is done. Perfect. And now what we want to do here, we're going to go on a little fishing expedition. So we want to remove the bay leaves. I got one clump and then the other one is right here. So always make sure you remember how many bay leaves you put in to something, especially if you're going to take them out. Now what we're going to do, now you can leave it like this. There's a lot of options. You can leave it like this and be done and be ready. You have beautiful lentil soup. I like to puree it a little bit, not in its entirety, just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of that nice viscosity. Or you can really puree it and make, a true potage, if you will, and make it nice and smooth. I'm going to take my immersion blender here. I'm going to turn my heat off. And then I'm going to take my immersion blender and literally give it about 5-10 seconds worth of pureeing. There you go. That was about 5 seconds worth of pureeing, and that's perfect for me. You see how it's still chunky, Still has the vegetables, but has a little bit more of that viscosity. It's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, so literally for me, about 5 seconds. You can do it more or less depending on what your desired consistency is, and go from there. Our season's good. Might need just a touch more, just a little bit more salt, just a tiny bit. Okay, because we're gonna garnish this with a little bit of gremolata, and that's gonna have some salt in it as well. And we're good to go. Right here. Perfect soup for a nice cold day. This freezes fantastically. That's why it's always important, I think, for soups to make a nice big pot. And then you've got this beautiful lentil soup that's very simple, but for its simplicity is super delicious. And there you have it. Super simple, straightforward. You probably have most of the ingredients at home. Garnish how you like it. I like to garnish it with a little bit of kind of like a gremolata, sort of just like a puree or a chopped up version of like parsley or some green herbs, garlic, and lemon. Your version, it can be anything. It just adds a little bit of bright freshness to, a hearty soup. Give it a try at home. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you're enjoying this content, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. And Chef Dave, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.